Alright, so I was watching some YouTube the other day, and I come across this video called wait pull up the name, ranking TF2 maps based on accessibility, and that got me wondering how wheelchair accessible are DMV maps. Well, today I'm gonna find that out in this video, starting with Mansion. Note, I don't mean to offend anyone or make fun of anyone with like disabilities or handicaps. This video is just meant for fun and all that. Like nothing bad, basically. So anyway, let's get on to the video. Alright, here's a mansion. There's multiple ways you can get in on the first floor. Nothing too, well, yeah, nothing too complex. Here's some debris in the way of this entranceway, which is alright. Here's yeah, but here's the first thing we come up set well some stairs, well basically yeah, which aren't so wheelchair accessible. And if we go down here, alright, here's some stairs, and like stairs in a spiral, so that ain't so wheelchair accessible. So basically, a person in a wheelchair can get on the first floor, but for the second floor roof they can't. So yeah. So on to the next. Alright, here's garden, and here's some standard old stronghold walls, not very wheelchair accessible. But here's some lamps which are wheelchair accessible, so that's pretty good. But if we go all the way over here, there's some lamps on. Basically, here's some lamp. Like these wall hill things have lamps on both ends of them, so that's wheelchair accessible. But there's some wedges on them, so that's not so wheelchair accessible. Yeah, basically semi wheelchair accessible. So on to the next map, and here's city. Here's the same strong cold walls and buildings with concrete things with lamps. But here's the thing about city: they have these buildings which have stairs, but when you get up those stairs, there's even more stairs. So yeah, not so wheelchair accessible. As you can tell, I have recorded 10 minutes, like a 10-minute video of this tutorial, but I realized I forgot to change what it records so the whole 10 minutes was just the entire black screen. So yeah, not the most pleasant thing. Anyway, next map. But first, this map ain't so wheelchair accessible, except for these, it ain't so wheelchair accessible. Anyway, next map. Alright, so here's Postal. Now I know what you're thinking, but there's some stairs here. But here's the thing: I don't think a guy in a wheelchair will be going up stairs in this map, really. Just being honest. But look at it, like this map's really wheelchair accessible. There's you can go up these hills right here and all that. Except for that little wedge right there, but we ain't gonna count that. Like, here's all these sidewalks and all these flat terrain for wheelchairs. Except a wheelchair can get over that. I think. And here's they removed the Officer Dummies, so that's instant 1 point off the score for wheelchair accessibility. And here's the main thing. The beaches. The beaches have lamps on them, so that's the coast has lamps on them. Well, I guess that end right there I guess we only that in Whitedale has WAMs, but you get my drift. Pretty wheelchair accessible if I say so myself. Gonna keep this short. A 9 out of 10 on the wheelchair accessibility chart. Anyway, next map. Here's some Archipel. How do you spell Archipel, which we're not on a strong start right now, which this map is probably the most least wheelchair accessible of them all. Look at this. There's so many stairs, like Jesus Christ. And if you want to go down, it's a one-way trip for people in wheelchairs, because like a wheelchair person can go downhill, but they can't go back up. And look, there's more stairs. Like what the hell, Archipel? Don't you care about the handicap? Archipel, come on. No wonder why the dummies are losing the war. And here, I bet Updale has a wheelchair. It's all Updale's probably got all the ramps in that little section right there. They got so lucky. Anyway, next map. Alright, here's some Dune. Pretty basic stuff. Here's some ramps. So handicapped people can actually get on the stronghold wall easier on this map. And pretty flat terrain, some hills, which ain't that good. But here's the main thing. On each hill thing, on each mountain, there's these ramp things, which are cool. But here's this one ledge, but we ain't gonna talk about that one ledge. And more ramps, so yeah, this map is way more wheelchair accessible than the others. I give it a 7 out of 10 on the wheelchair accessibility chart. I'll be putting all my rankings of each map in the description, by the way, so don't worry about that. Here we have Auburn. Note there's probably some like elevators up in these buildings right up here, but since we can't go in these buildings, we aren't going to count those. But we are going to count the buildings we can't go inside of. So basically, there's some dead people. And some debris blocking off that wheelchair accessible area. Some stairs which aren't wheelchair accessible, obviously. Which I don't think wheelchair accessible. I don't think a guy in a wheelchair would be going up on the roof anyhow. Here's the Gray Man Industrialese or whatever. Well, I hate my speech impairment. Anyway, like I said, it's some weird stairs, by the way. Like look at these stairs. Like they're thicker than my XS5, so fine out. Wow, Jesus Christ. Anyway, here's Arceus's offspring. God bless his soul. God bless his soul. Hope he's making a good recovery. Anyway, here's this area. Pretty wheelchair accessible. Some old tanks. Some more stairs, but we ain't gonna count those. Alright, and here's this. Which, if you remove the boards, it'll be pretty wheelchair accessible, I think. Also, little side note, Frito-Lay's is canon in this universe. Just wanted to point that out. And here's this section. Oh, it's pretty wheelchair accessible. But it's not really that blocked that much. So yeah, Auburn gets a pretty 9 out of 10 on the 10 out of 10, a 9.5 on the wheelchair accessibility chart. It's pretty wheelchair accessible if I say so myself. Anyway, next map. Alright, here's Paul, one of the alteration maps. I get a lot of stairs, but you'll see some zip lines, which I guess a handicapped guy could use, depending on how how it looks and all that. This is a maybe on that though. I can't really confirm it, but here's a lot of stairs. But here's the thing: it can use some of these little slanted hills right here to climb, like to go up and all of that. So that's pretty nice. Here's us. If they use this one, they probably won't be able to get down so easily. And here's a wedge, not really that wheelchair accessible idle. Alright, here's no, see, auto stills. No, this map's not really wheelchair accessible. If it won't without the zip lines, it ain't wheelchair accessible that much. I don't really know if I don't know if people in wheelchairs can use zip lines. Probably, depending on how you hook it up and all that. But other than that, yeah. So yeah, on the wheelchair waiting list, it gets it gets a 3 out of 10 maybe, 3.1 at the strongest. Anyway, next map. Alright, so here's autumn. As you can see, there's a few things here, but you could probably get over them in a wheelchair with some help. There's a lamp. Some lamps. Now this is what gets interesting. Some lamps. But here, you can't really get up on the gun without some assistance, you know. So yeah. But here's some more lamps over here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And here's this little track thing where you can put the wheelchair on that with some assistance. And here's the kind of wheelchair accessible. It's that little. It's not even on the ground. Wow. Anyway, some. God, I'm sorry, guys. I kind of chilled up a little. Sorry about that. Anyway, here's alright, here's the Substation free. Not wheelchair accessible at all. You need heavy. A person in a wheelchair will need heavy assistance with this. No, you can't put. That's gonna be helpful. Person in a wheelchair to get up and down. Honestly, you could maybe go up on your wheelchair, go up and down with a wheelchair on this, but not really. Yeah, sadly. This, once you get on the flat terrain though, you're pretty good. So as long as you stay on the flat terrain, you're fine. But yeah. Alright, so my complete rating on all the maps. City, it's in order. Mansion gets a 5.3 out of 10 on the city. I forgot what order they were in now, but Garden gets a 4 out of 7 for being semi-wheelchair accessible. Doom gets a pretty good 7.1 out of the wheelchair accessibility. And Auburn gets a pretty strong 8.8, yeah. What am I missing now? Let me think. Postal, it gets a pretty strong. It gets a 10 out of 10 for being wheelchair accessible. And poor, you hold my weight of it. It's not that good. And Autumn, it's a meh. Autumn is just a meh. I don't have the best opinion on it, really. I guess it's alright for wheelchair accessible people, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good. I hope you guys had a good day, and be sure to happy show. Just have a good day, guys. I hope you all have a good day. Yeah, that's it. Bye bye. Have a good day.